Krejt, which is the old one mentioned, possibly engulfed with water.
I entered the custom post. I asked to speak to the person who was in charge. I spoke to an officer who identified himself only by a badge number, and he told me that he had authority. He knew who I was. I repeated to him that I was the prosecutor of the War Crimes Tribunal, that I had a mandate under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, that I was entitled to enter the territory, all the territory of the former Yugoslavia, to conduct investigations, and that he should let me in. He told me that I needed a visa and I could apply at the embassy in Skopje.
I would entirely agree with my right honourable friend. I'm also conscious that only the credible threat of military force, if necessary, was actually likely to engage both sides in that dialogue, and we therefore do need to get that balance right as well.
До тех пор, пока не начнутся прямые переговоры по урегулированию с участием международных посредников, до тех пор мы оставляем простор для действий различного рода террористов, сепаратистов и других сил, которые хотели бы сорвать процесс урегулирования.
Okay, Secretary General, what is your message to Mr. Milosevic in the simplest possible terms?
Well, in very simple terms. First, he has to comply with the agreements that he signed. Second, he has to give all the support to the International Tribunal to investigate the massacre. And third, he has to give all the support to the verifiers, to the OEC verifiers, which are on the ground.
We have condemned in the strongest possible terms the atrocities that have taken place in Kosovo. The international community is united in its condemnation. Yesterday there was an emergency meeting of the North Atlantic Council, and they made very clear that the activation order for airstrikes is on the table, is effective. We are very determined that these kinds of atrocities are unacceptable. The monitoring group there, headed by Ambassador Walker, is a very important part of the agreement that Milosevic made with Ambassador Holbrooke, and we expect that Milosevic will comply with his obligations, which means that it is essential that he guarantee the safety and security of those verifiers. It's also very important that Louise Arbour, the prosecutor of the International War Crimes Tribunal, be allowed access. She is on her way. Well, we still keep saying that the best way to resolve this kind of a problem is diplomatically, but he has to understand what I have just said, which is that the international community, in an emergency meeting, made very clear yesterday that the activation order is on the table.
Does he understand the firm resolve here?